It's nuts.
All right, good morning, everyone. This is the July 21st, 2026 RPRC meeting. It's 9:33 a.m. We're going to get started. The first item of business is the adoption of the July 7th, 2026 minutes, which were included in the packet. I'll make a motion to adopt those minutes.
I'll second.
I think that was sweet. We'll give her that one. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. All right, first up is a return 76 Old Mount Kisco. We spoke about, well, let them come on here. Norm, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. Good morning.
All right, good. So the applicant came to our last meeting. They requested to remove some trees in order to get the house, which is a modular, the cranes, to get it on the site. Clearly, the trees have to go in order to get it on. The only issue that we had was whether or not there's an opportunity to replant some of those trees that came out. We asked the applicant to prepare a plan. They did. I believe it was some red maples that they wanted on there. I took a look at the plan. I actually think it's too many red maples. The general practice is to have them about 25 feet apart, so they might be, I think they're a little too close. So I'd say, you don't have to come back, but I'd say revise the plan. Maybe instead of 6, it's really 2 or 3. And I think that should be sufficient.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'd say maybe we go 2 on either side of that then, instead of the 3 on either side of the walkway.
Yeah, I think that will be fine.
Okay.
I think it looks good. Is everyone okay with that idea?
Yep.
Okay, so then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
Second.
Steve Sorrow, seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, looks good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you coming back and doing that.
Thank
Sure,
you.
sure thing. Thanks, guys. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. What do we have left? We've got 29 North Lake. Okay, we'll get to them in a bit. Next is 80 Byram Ridge Road. Let me pull up the. Okay, so addition at the rear, and then I think it's a deck too. Let's see. Get some good stuff. There we go. Okay, so we see addition in the rear, stoop down. Pretty standard, nothing really going on. I think it looks nice, right? Yeah, they did good,
Sure.
good job. And then this is what we're talking about. So let's
Is that
see.
the stone facer?
Yeah.
Really looks nice.
Yeah, so let's see. Any engineering comments of significance?
Just John wanted to ensure there was no major earthwork. He
Okay,
was asking for grades on the plans if there were, grading changes. If they're essentially maintaining existing grades, then they don't need to go out and survey and get the existing contours. And then just to mitigate the increase in impervious, the design the stormwater system for 25 years.
okay. And then Rob's gonna really love this, but let's go over this. So what we're talking about here, is on the lake that's on Byron Ridge Road, right? And they've got a dock, so I don't know if they've got permits for it. All right, so we'll put that in there and you can look at it or not look at it. Do whatever.
They have to take the dock out if they don't have the permits.
I don't know, we'll see what they've got in there. And DEC permit right there beyond the 100 foot, do we need them to confirm anything on your end, or?
It
it's fine?
looks, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear what that.
Yeah.
Delineation.
Where it is,
Yes.
yes, okay. All right, so then it looks good, right? I don't really have any
Yes,
concern. I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second.
Geffen, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next is 54 Cedar Hill Road. Okay,
Working out over there.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so this is just the stoop and stairs.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest comment is I just really need to see where this is happening on the property. We don't have a plan showing that. But assuming they meet all the setbacks and everything, it should be okay. So, we're just really working some minor stuff on the outside. And then a new stoop. I mean, a new covered area back here and the stairs. So it looks fine. No engineering comments on this one, right?
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, showing a site plan of where it is in relation to the property line. Looks okay. Everyone all right with that one?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll make a motion to send this to building.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, you want, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Next is 14 Perry Court. This one. Oh, deck. Yeah, this is actually a small, let's say they have an existing deck and they're building a smaller deck. Let me share this. See what we're talking about. It's a better plan, yeah, so there, what's gonna look like. This is just above.
What is the deck under?
No, that's above patio,
Patio's above.
yeah. Yeah, see that, that's underneath, here we go. Let's see, so this is 14 Perry, what comments? Stormwater mitigation, no, they don't need it. Oh, there's just a shed on the property that looks like it doesn't meet the setbacks, so just something to look in the file, see if they have it. Otherwise, looks good.
What material is that deck and what's the
Let's
house?
see.
What's the material of the house?
That I'm not
Your
sure.
exterior.
Let's see. steel deck framing.
Hmm.
Doesn't say what the actual,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's Newcastle steel components. What's that?
Probably timber deck,
Yeah, probably.
yeah, PVC.
Uh-huh. Oh, composite decking.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Is that enough?
It's not wood.
Right, not wood.
But it doesn't have a reflection.
A reflection?
Yeah, some of these materials.
Oh, yeah, but
I've
this is
noticed
the
a lot
deck.
that
It's what?
steel framing is starting to become popular.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see it because of the no warp or twist.
right.
I'm wondering.
And I'm sure it
I don't know
lasts.
how expensive it is. It
Yeah, I know
started,
it's
you know,
expensive.
when I did my deck,
It's gotta be very expensive.
I didn't look into it yet because I didn't know about it. And then after I started it, I started hearing more and more about it.
Mhm.
Be curious
Wondering
Yeah.
if it's,
how much more it is.
Well, you're gonna get the cost of construction.
Yeah.
I didn't, I'm.
The Trex deck.
I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's gonna be Trex or
It'd
something
be,
similar with a metal steel frame.
Watertight shed and shed at the
Yeah.
back, because if you're 16 inch on center, heat composite is gonna warp the heat. So in other words, it's either 12 or it may be just a sheet.
They're doing well.
There are 12.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, underneath the patio.
Yeah.
I wonder if this, sometimes I've seen they have, for the covered patio underneath,
Yeah.
it, they have it sheeting, the rain sheeting
Yeah,
off.
the gutter system.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, technical stuff that you classified, which is fine, I don't wanna go back. I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to do, is protect the, underneath from the rain.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this
Cool
looks good.
system, cool system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to send it to building.
Second.
George. All in favor? Aye.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Now. 29 North Lake. David, hi.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, good. All right, you're up 29 North Lake. Do you have the plans? You want to share them with us or you want me to pull them up?
Yeah, you can pull them up. I'm not very good at Zoom, so I don't know if I
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Let me. Up here, 29 North Lake. Submission.
I can try to pull them up on mine as well. Let me see if I can find them.
No,
Oh, there-
no,
Oh, okay, great.
Up to your plans. Okay.
Did you build?
So
There we go.
probably a good one to go with. Actually, the next one, right?
Yeah, that's the base map of where it exists now, and here's my proposal.
Yeah, okay, so basically what is going on here are just aesthetic improvements, right? There's gonna be some changes to the hardscape.
Correct.
Coming off, in front of the house.
Yeah.
It's just new plantings and enhancements. It all looks fine and
It's
good.
Lovely, yeah.
Right,
Oh,
but
good.
things that you have to be considerate of. And that's the improvements that are outside the property line, right? So
Gotcha.
whatever, right, you can't build walls, like those curved walls, and plant material right in front of North Lake. That has to be behind the property line.
Yes, I spoke to a gentleman in DPW
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, and he said
Okay.
that would be fine as long as there isn't on that right side. If you go back to the initial base map, there is some kind of rock structure they have there, which is within the right of way. There's an
Uh-huh.
existing one. So I mentioned to the gentleman at the DPW that there is a stone berm there. It's all disassembled. It doesn't look very good. So I'd basically be building in that same location. He said it's not a problem as long as it's at least 5 feet, because I believe that right away now is 12 feet off of the property line. So between the road and where their property line is, I think that right away is 12 feet. So I proposed, I said, well, if I could just restructure, he said, that's fine. As long as it's at least 5 feet off of the road, I'm fine with it. Because I've just got guys
Yeah.
that come through and they don't think about it and they just plow. But as long as it's 5 feet, and he said, if anything ever did happen to it, you and your clients would be responsible for, you know, if it did get damaged or something, it doesn't come back to the town. I said, I don't think
All right,
that's.
fine. So that's okay. Just, yeah, coordinate that with the highway department, okay?
Yep.
Let's see if I have any other comments here.
Yeah, basically the, you know, the property is very outdated and the homeowners want to revise it more like the homes in the area in the neighborhood. And that's
It's gonna be really nice.
basically what I'm doing.
Any tree removal? Are they taking out any trees?
I am not, they might be taking out a couple trees along the driveway. They're going to do that with their landscaper. I'm not involved in that.
Okay, all right, so, you don't know where they are? Because if possible, we should do it now.
They would be on the side of the driveway. And I offered to have a tree guy come in and say, listen, we can take them out and I can look into that. And they said, no, we'll handle that if we do that with our
Yeah.
with our landscapers. So I said, okay, that's
All right.
You should know that.
Yeah.
Permitting.
Yeah, I'd rather get it done
Yeah.
now.
If we can handle that now, I can tell them that. Again, it's not, I'm not part of that process, but I can tell them that. Or if you guys,
Well, are we all okay if they take 2 trees down and I can build it into this?
Are they gonna replace them?
I don't know.
yes, if you look at the plan, so my goal, and again, how much of this they, you know, are going to fulfill at this point, I'm hoping all of it. But my goal, if you look at the original base map plan, which is the one before this, you'll see there's some older trees that are dying. I think they're hemlocks that are is that the base map? Yeah. They're hard to see if you blow up on the right side of the driveway up towards the house. They're very faint. There's probably, you can see there's some dated hemlocks there up a little far. I'm not touching any of the oaks. I'm not touching any of them, to be honest with you. Any of those oaks. My proposal was to take those out, and they said no. I said, because they want to plant there. I said, okay. They said, "Well, if we do it, we're going to do it with our landscaper." So if you go down to my plan now, if we implement it, would be to put, because what they want to do is screen, they want some privacy from Evergreen, I believe that's Evergreen Road, up to their garage area where the kids play in the driveway. So my plan is to put some spruces up there, some Norwegian spruces, Norway spruces, and some holly, Nellie Stevens holly, just something that will grow. And again, I told them they can save some money. They don't have to be that tall right now because they're up on a hill. So if you can actually go with shorter trees because they'll have the same screening effect. So that would be my goal for them.
Yeah. Okay. Is everyone all right with this?
Hemlocks need to be taken down.
Yeah,
I would incorporate it.
yeah, they're not gonna live. Yeah.
They're not, they're at the end of their run right now. For sure. But again, I offered to do it and that's something that they said that they would take care of on their own. But if we want to include this in this, I can mention that to them and then, you know, so then they're in the clear.
All right, so let's do this. Why don't we send this to the building department? We'll authorize 2 trees to be removed, but also be replaced.
Yes.
Does that sound good? And hopefully, if they choose not to do it, that's fine, but it gives them a little bit more flexibility without having to come back here.
And that's great. And I will also point out, which I don't think is for your guys' section, I think it's for the building department. I am moving, they have an old generator. I don't know if you could see at the end of the driveway. I'm having that removed. It's very outdated and it doesn't power their house. And I'm moving a new one over to, that's where the new one is going to be installed. And I will be putting some, you really can't see it from the road. They got the, again, this is up on a hill and there's a Pakistander bed there, but I am going to put some smaller hollies around it.
Yeah, that's a requirement. The new generator location be screened and what you have there is, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
A lot of fencing off of the property there.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my comments they've got to fix that.
That
fencing's got to be, yeah.
Yeah, you should take that. And that again, that's based on my estimation of surveying the property.
Yeah.
They had that fence installed, I don't know, probably 3 years ago when they moved in. It's
Really?
that is, that's a wire fence, a metal.
Yeah.
fence.
Yeah, they're gonna
I
have
could,
to,
I could be off. It, again, I'm not a surveyor. That's based on my observation, just walking the property. And what they want to do from my end now, because they want an aesthetic fence along the road, is I'm going to add the cedar fence along the property line, along North Lake Road and Evergreen Road.
What's the setback on that fence?
There's no
There isn't a-
setback
oh,
on
so they-
your
no.
property.
correct.
I believe the setback from the roads is 12 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
It's fine to be on the property. All right, well, but so I'll make a motion to send this to the building. And that was second by Sue. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, looks good. So a little bit of the cleanup work, but yeah, the concept looks fine.
Okay, great. Thank you all very much.
All right, take care, David.
Have a good day.
Geiger County. There's a Morse code.
Both. It's a combination.
Is there an air handler above us?
Yeah,
Vibration.
that doesn't sound good though.
That's not.
Hopefully the building will clap.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? This last week, or 2 weeks ago, they said. it's still
All right.
being held up.
Last on our agenda is 6 Spruce Hollow. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Okay, I'm Alan, the architect. Liza,
Hi, how are you?
How are you, Liza?
Good, nice to see you.
Do you have the plans? Do you want to pull them up or do you want me to do that?
Oh, I didn't have them up.
I'll do it.
Sure.
University.
6. Share them next.
I have mine.
That's all right. I'm doing it. All right. Okay, so this is where this is the property we're talking about. This is the existing house. And what we're doing is kind of filling in some of these
Oh.
gaps.
Finally,
Finally, okay. I guess this is something you've noticed?
I was on that street
Really?
just
you
the
lived
other
up-
day. No,
Oh.
and I looked at the house and I thought it had been handed on to it.
Well, here you go. So
it
now,
needs that.
so now we've got, some little fill-ins and
Oh,
a new
terrific.
driveway. I mean, it looks fine.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, hold on, let me show you what it's gonna look like. That's funny that you noticed it, huh? That's the detached garage, but
So, the garage, the house basically, it's been added to.
yeah,
49, I think in 95, there was work done. There was an addition put on the left side, which is the west side or the east side. And it's weathered, the house is kind of showing its age. It has vinyl siding over the old siding. So we're looking to just, upgrade it.
why don't you go over with Sue exactly what you're proposing to do? Yeah.
So, if you go back to the plan. Okay,
Which one you want?
it's a ranch. All right, so if you look at the site plan,
Yeah.
on the left side where it's kind of cocked a little bit, that addition was kind of put at an angle, probably because of the setback requirements. So that's all a master bedroom suite. And it was pretty extensive. It had a sleeping area, it had a fireplace room, it had a exercise room, bathroom, and closet. Liza and Jeff have right now two children, two infants. And the bedrooms are not near the bedrooms are not near that master. So where our intent is the box filling in the front of the house, that trapezoid box, the larger one on the left, that's another bedroom. And we're using one of the exercise room that the former owners had. We're using as a second bedroom. So we're adding a bedroom next to the master so the children could be near the parents. And at the rear, there's a little trapezoid. That's a laundry room. Right now, the laundry room is in the basement, which is very small. You have to duct under ductwork. It's below 6 feet, and it's a very steep set of stairs. So we wanted to put the laundry room up near the bedrooms on the first floor. Other work that we're doing is on the interior. There was that shaded stipple area where it says, in the middle of that drawing, we're putting a new roof. There was an old garage at that point. That was a garage, and it's kind of feels like a garage when you're in the house. You step down into it, and it's a low ceiling, and it just feels like it was a garage converted into a den. The original house was very small, so there was no den. Somebody made the garage into a den. So we are going to raise that roof up on that portion. So if you look at the elevations, you'll see a new gable. That's a new roof over the garage.
And what are you doing to the exterior?
So we're residing. We're putting new windows in the front wherever we're doing work. We're putting new windows. And if we could paint the old window, if budget permits, a lot of it's budget. We haven't got prices yet. If budget permits, we would change all the windows, or we may have to just paint, which I looked into. You can paint the old windows like a slate gray. So we're going like not black windows, but more of a dark gray window. So all new windows will be simulated divided light. The existing windows have, grills between the glass. I kind of like to simulate where the muttons are on the outside and on the inside. So that gable on the top elevation on the right with the transom windows, that's an old garage, which I'm raising the roof so it doesn't come down to like 3 feet. It's like the garage ceiling now comes very low in the front. You feel like you're in a garage or an attic. So I'm raising that roof up. It also gave some balance to the house. Give it some height. It's a little bit of height on that right side of the house. And across the front, I'm putting a porch. So I got a 5-6 feet deep with a dark gray standing seam metal roof over it. A new front door. Next to the right of the front door, those 3 windows there's no dining room now. So I'm taking out a bed. That's one of the bedrooms of the old house. It still is a bedroom that's far from the master. So that's going to become a dining room. So they'll have a formal dining room now.
And Alan, if I could just jump in. So we are basically taking out a bedroom and a bathroom that are currently right in the front of the house there, and we're relocating them into one of those gaps that Alan talked about filling in. So we're keeping the number the same. We're just turning one into sort of an open eating area and adding it as new footprint in that trapezoid fill-in area.
Makes a lot of sense and it's very
Yeah.
good looking.
Yeah. Rick, any engineering comments?
No, I mean, we had suggested getting confirmation from the health department just about with the improvements on the inside, just whether it would spark their review. That was really the main thing. But as Liza explained, I don't think it would, but we just wanted confirmation from the health department.
Yeah.
So I spoke to the health department a month ago just to confirm, because the house has 2 septic systems. They both were recently inspected and we have the reports. And I reviewed it just on the phone with someone from the building department if they thought it would, the Department of Health. And they looked at our documents and, you know, confirm that they thought that made sense because we have the two septics with more capacity than we need between the two of them, and we're not changing the number of bedrooms, so they had thought it would be okay.
Good.
Yeah, yeah,
Good.
it's their call at the end of the day, so.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, so everyone are okay with
Yes.
this? All right, I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second.
Sue Geffen, all in favor? Aye. All right, looks great.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
So you send it, or do we have to sort of like reapply?
So the building inspector.
You have to reapply.
We'll reach out. Yep.
But do they need the plan stamp from you to do that?
For what?
To go to the health department?
Yeah.
Right, so you gotta bring in, what, 3 sets you need?
Yeah.
So 3 sets of plans, they'll get the stamp from the building inspector, and then you take those plans to the health department.
When I bring 3 sets in, do I need an application? Or,
No,
No,
no, not for that.
you just ask for the building inspector, and then, you know, tell them you need the plans at the counter stamped for the health department, and then
Do they always go to the health department? Is that, I guess, what part,
Yeah,
when does that?
they've got some thresholds. It's if you're changing bedrooms, if it's a certain number of square feet, yeah, pretty much.
So we'll go from inspector to health department. Got it. And then then the health department will issue the permit.
No, the health department will stamp it, no objection, and then that's what our building department will see, you know, that they're fine with it. The health department looked at it and is fine with it. And then they'll issue the building permits.
Got it.
it goes back for a review of the building department has to review the drawings. I'm
Yep.
guessing. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
You don't know how long that's taken these days. I know you have no control over that. Is that usually weeks or months?
Health department or our building?
The building department.
Oh,
It takes about 2 weeks for a review.
Oh, nice. That's nice. That's great.
But he's
Yep.
going on vacation.
Depending on when you get it in.
yeah. It's at the end of August, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, generally, yeah, it's not too long. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Sure. All right, take
Thanks.
care.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks.
That's our last item, so we're gonna adjourn at 10:05 AM. Thanks.